Before you throw all your tomatoes, yes, it's true. I've never seen A Christmas Story. I know, it's a travesty. We would go to Auntie Ellie's for Christmas Eve every year, so I would get little snippets of it playing in the living room. I know the iconic scene of the boy getting his tongue stuck on the pole. I know the leg lamp. I've got an idea of the iconic moments, but I haven't seen the thing in full. Okay, whatever, sue me, I don't really care. So we're gonna be watching it today. Merry Christmas. Aloha and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jake and I'm an artist who talks all things movies and TV while I make a rug. In today's episode, we're talking A Christmas Story. While I'm breaking down my thoughts, we're gonna be making a Christmas Grogu. I know, so cute. Bitch, I need a Christmas hat or something. All I got in this room is a bunch of motherfucking yarn. There we go, there's my Christmas hat. Merry Christmas. Stick around to the end to see how it turns out. Let's get rugging. The first thing I need to understand real quick is that this movie is seen through the eyes of a child. There's a lot of cutaway fantasy scenes where Ralphie's using his luxurious imagination, and I had to grasp that concept quickly, otherwise I was just gonna be lost the entire 1 hour, 33 minutes. And Ralphie's a dramatic king, okay? He sees the world very fantastically. The main premise of this movie is letting us know that Ralphie wants one thing more than anything in the world. Something with the name so long that I gotta read it. A Red Ryder carbon action 200-shot range model air rifle. It's what every kid wants, you know, a gun. Lovely. And the only thing he hears the entire movie is, you're gonna shoot your eye out, kid. You're gonna shoot your eye out. Even from Santa. Okay, Santa and the elves, by the way, they were not fucking having it. Okay, they said, when are we off this shift? We're just gonna throw these fucking kids on my lap and ho 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 and scare those masses and throw them down the slide. It was brutal. I wouldn't want to be going to that Santa Claus. Absolutely not. Ho, 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 right in my face. Your breath smelling like Jack Daniels. Sir, hire a different Santa, please. Please. He's drunk, ma'am. He's drunk. And the head elf, she got a power trip on her. Yep. She's getting paid, but I don't know what minimum wage was at the time. Is it $8, $7? For what? It's not really a hard job, so I don't know why she's complaining so much. And they get off at 9 p.m., so you got the rest of the evening to yourself. The world is your oyster. So take a motherfucking chill pill, or you're not going to be an elf anymore. We're going to hire somebody else, okay? Because you clearly were not cut out for this. Back to the BB gun. Isn't that the point of BB guns? That they're not real guns, they're made for children to, I don't know, shoot Campbell soup cans in their backyard or something. I never had one. I love the dichotomy of how problematic it is to give a child a pseudo gun, but then all the adults are over here like, gotta shoot your eye out, it's so dangerous. What about the people that he's shooting at? What about the things that he's shooting at? We're not concerned about an 8-year-old child shooting a gun. Okay, fabulous. But it also goes to show how Ralphie sees adults, since we're seeing this entire situation play out through Ralphie's distorted perspective. A lot of adults talk down to kids, which can get annoying in Ralphie's eyes. I completely understand. Adults treat him as if he's stupid and like he can't handle a BB gun, which later on, it's not his fault, it's the bounce back. He kind of proves, maybe I shouldn't be having this gun, but mistakes happen all the time. You just gotta get some practice in. So I'm sitting there watching this movie and I'm thinking, something about this kid seems a little off, if you know what I mean. I'm taking notes. I'm wondering, maybe this kid is a queen. Maybe Ralphie is a queen, and we are missing the entire point of this movie. We are so consumed with his desire to get this gun that all the signs just go right over our heads. So I'm gonna give you 4 signs that I noticed that Ralphie is a queen. Proven. Number 1, the rhinestone cowboy suit. He walked up in this scene as if he was Leslie Jordan going to a rodeo. Bedazzled, bejeweled, sparkling. Best believe I'm still bejeweled when I walk in that room. Shimmer. That's what the kid was like when he walked in. He said, I love Casey Musgraves. You can have your space, cowboy. That's what Ralphie would come walking in like. Yep. Remember when Casey Musgraves wore that full rhinestone pink cowgirl suit to a festival? That's basically what he was channeling. He was really ahead of his time. He really set the stage. Number 2, when he meets Santa and his mind completely blanks on what he wants for Christmas, you know, the BB gun, he just can't remember what he wants. Santa's like, so what do you want for Christmas, little boy? And he's like, frost. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, I get it. It's overwhelming meeting Santa. Yeah. And then Santa instinctively says, football? And Ralphie looks at us like, bitch, what? You think I want a football? You think that I want a football? Please. Ralphie is way too sophisticated to be throwing around a piece of pigskin, all right? He wants a Red Ryder carbine action 200-shot long-range air rifle. Ooh, did I get it right? Somebody check that. Number 3, even though he didn't want to put the bodysuit on, he put it on and he gave us a show. He gave us some facials. He gave us, I don't want to be wearing this. Very moody luxury model facials because it's H&M and then it's Prada. And then it's H&M and then it's Prada. So the fact that he came and gave us a little pose, my feet are sweating pose, pure camp. It's camp. Could have worn that to the Met Gala that year that nobody understood the assignment. Lastly, he beat his bully up. He was not fucking playing with that bitch. That dorky ass kid was bothering Ralphie and all his friends the entire movie, and Ralphie said, enough. I'll handle this. And handle it he did. Even though he's small, the bitch showed that he is mighty. He wasn't fucking around. He beat that kid's ass and made him squeal. Squeal. I loved it. I mean, I don't condone violence. But when a bully just won't let up, sometimes you just gotta give them a bit of their own medicine. Okay? I don't condone violence, okay? But when a bully won't let up, sometimes you just gotta give them a sweet taste of their own medicine. I guarantee you that kid never bothered Ralphie ever again. And he beat him up in front of all his friends. Iconic. Finally, after all these years, I've been given the context of this silly-ass rabbit suit. It's because his aunt gave it to him, presumably somewhere elsewhere in the country. She thinks that he's still 4, and she clearly has no taste. She really said, I bought this at Spirit Halloween this year. My kids didn't use it, so, you know, Merry Christmas. This scene also brings us really only one of 2 moments where the dad is genuinely nice and says, take it off. You look like a deranged Easter bunny. Not really that nice, but his version of nice. And the second time he gives us nice father figure for once is when he gives Ralphie his beloved BB gun. The only thing that he's really wanted. While his brother is asleep on the floor, cuddling what looks like to me a blimp. I don't know why you would want that as a kid, but at work. Also, thought it was weird that the dad was a little lubed up at 7 a.m. drinking wine. It's Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Drink up, daddy. Honestly, this movie is just like me all over the place. Don't come for me, okay? I didn't hate it, but it's basically a series of tableaus, as some film critics would call them, and they all kind of have to do with Christmas time, but you know, the constant thread throughout the situation is Ralphie, because it's his story. I didn't love the relationship between the mother and father. She was giving me Michelle Pfeiffer, and he was giving me way out of her league, to be honest. He was in a league of his own. That's what he was. He didn't really seem happy. I don't know what he did for work. And the whole time he was trying to fix the radiator or something in the basement, and the bitch was not making it happen. The mother was actually an iconic queen. Because if you think about it, she did a lot of kind things throughout the entire movie. I mean, she really cares about her kids. She's always taking care of the boys. She cleaned Ralphie up when he did the beat up. She cleaned him up when he broke his glasses and he hurt his cheek. She broke the leg lamp that nobody liked on accident. I see what you did there, mama. And she made a turkey. She's a winner in my eyes. She's the MVP of this movie. I thought it had some really sweet moments. And that kid, Ralphie, played by Peter Billingsley, just the cutest thing I ever seen, cuter than a gumdrop button. He's just so cute, and people love a cute kid. It's a sweet, easy watch, and I can see why it's become a holiday classic. If I was to give this movie a film grade, I would give it a strong C. Okay, that's what I'm giving it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Because it's a holiday classic, I could even step it up to A- final answer. But that's as far as I'm gonna go. It was just like a pinball machine, just no, I don't know what's like things that happening here or there. He's seeing the witch from the Wizard of Oz. There's a creepy ass parade with Mickey Mouse, bunch of monkeys flying and running around. I didn't know the cast of Wicked was gonna be in this movie, but they were. I don't know. There was just some weird moments that, but overall it's really, really sweet. I just felt like at the end, like why are we here? What are we doing? I don't know if any of you have seen 8-Bit Christmas. If you haven't, you should. It's on HBO. The kid is trying to save up for a Nintendo. He's really excited. It follows the journey, and that feels like a more well-rounded whole movie that really gives us the story. It really tells us a Christmas story. This is an 80s flick and can't argue with what it is, which is a classic. I'm not the one who called it that, but Merry Christmas. Grab your BB guns and leg lamps, because it's time for the rug reveal. Wasn't that cute? I mean, it's a different technique. It's a loop pile, so the loop goes in the fabric and over instead of getting cut each time. So it's a little different, but because it was so small, I wanted to make sure that all the details would stand out and come together and look normal. There's some things about it that I would fix if I could do it again, but it's art. There's always going to be something that I'm going to want to fix, but I think it came out really cute. If you'd like to see more rug content like this, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at WildJakey and at Cinerugs. If you enjoyed this video, I've got your next watch right over there. And make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more from me. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful holiday wherever and whenever you're celebrating. This is the season of giving and kindness, so make sure to do something completely selflessly for someone else. Because being kind to each other is really the only way we're going to be able to survive this messy world. My name is Jake, and I'll see you next time. May the power protect you always. Bye.